And for Long Beach State, Jordan Roberts, Drew Cobb, Jadon Jones, Colin Slater, and Traore. The opening tap won by Callum McRae and UC Riverside. It is also senior day here in Long Beach. The Beach celebrating 4 players who are in their final season, all 4 taking advantage of the COVID year, coming back and leading this team to a regular season title in the Big West Conference. See Cameron underneath the basket and able to muscle one up and in over Jadon Jones. UC Riverside on the board. That was Zion Pullen, they say, who put that one in. Now Traore has it for the first time, crosses over on McRae, goes up, gets his own rebound, his putback no good, and then the rebound volleyball over to Pullen, and it's UC Riverside basketball with the 2-0 lead. Dominic Pickett, former walk-on, touches for the first time. They go cross-court. Cameron, he had a nice shooting night at Fullerton. In fact, the entire team had a nice shooting night. They shot over 50% from 3, 12 for 21 in the win over Fullerton. And again, a lot of Long Beach State eyes were locked on the end of that contest. It came down to the wire. UC Riverside ended up beating Fullerton 75-72. It's been a great year for UC Riverside, led by Mike Magpayo, as Jordan Roberts spins and puts one up, the senior, off the front of the rim. It goes through. So we mentioned senior day here. The 4 players honored for Long Beach State: Jordan Roberts, who just put in their first bucket, Drew Cobb, Colin Slater, and Joe Hampton. Hampton out for the season with an injury, but he is dressed today and could possibly come into the game very late just to step onto the court if there's a chance to maybe dribble it out. We'll see as that one goes out of bounds, and it's UC Riverside's first turnover of the contest. Jordan Roberts, mentioned him a moment ago as he was honored his senior day. It's his 5th year here. He played in his 133rd game on Thursday, the most ever for any player in program history. Came here as a true freshman out of Ridgeview High School in Bakersfield. Now he fires away a 3. It's no good. And the rebound goes to Zion Pullen. 4-2, Riverside the lead. Pullen bounces underneath to Tattersall, who lays it in. And the Highlanders have a 6-2 lead over 3 minutes into this one. Colin Slater out to Roberts. Now Jones, catch and shoot 3. Short, and then Pickett able to deflect it before it goes out of bounds. And Highlanders have the ball. Pickett wearing bright pink shoes in this one as he gets it to his teammate Pullen. Cameron's gonna fire a 3, short, and Slater tracks it down. Roberts pulls up deep 2, short. McRae the rebound. That's Callum's first rebound of the game. Again, he's got the most double-doubles in the Big West Conference this season. As Pullen's floater is short. McRae with a tip back, and so give him a rebound and the 2 points. As Abubakar. Colin Slater brings it up for Long Beach State. Riverside 4 for 5 to start. Long Beach State just 1 for 6. They got off to a really slow start shooting the basketball Thursday as well. Slater against the much bigger McRae, misses the shot. And Riverside looking to continue building on their early lead. Cameron to McRae. It's Romel Mansell who comes into the game for Traore. 15 on the shot clock. McRae, high post, backing down on Mansell, and what a move. It's Callum McRae puts it in with the right hand. UC Riverside's up 10-2, just about 4 minutes into this game. Jones driving, goes to Roberts. Double team to Mansell, under the basket, the reverse dunk. Mansell's first points of the afternoon. McRae against Mansell again. Out to Tattersall, trying to drive. Stops in the paint. Long Beach State wanted to travel there. Might have had a case. Tattersall for 3. And that one spins in there. 9-point UC Riverside lead, their largest of the game. Roberts driving, high off glass and gets the basket. Give Roberts 4 points here early on, 13-6. Flynn Cameron crosses over, splits the defense, lost the ball, it's out of bounds. Coach here in Long Beach, winning his coach program history, and he's got his first regular season crown since 2012. 13-6, UC Riverside. It's Long Beach State basketball. Romel Mansell out to Jordan Roberts. Now Slater pulls up with his foot on the line. No good. McCray's got the rebound for Callum McCray. Seems like the stats haven't credited him with enough rebounds. In fact, yeah, that was his first apparently. As we see Dominic Pickett knock down a triple. But those stats are incorrect. I don't know if they'll correct him at all, but Callum McCray at least 3 rebounds at this point. Stats have him with 1. They do have Zion Pullen already with 4 assists for UC Riverside. What a start for him. Mansell in the paint. Rolls off the rim, no good. Pickett has the rebound. And the Highlanders up by 10 with the basketball. So a lot of celebrating for sure in Long Beach, and well-deserved. As we see McCray going up against Jones, goes cross court. Cameron harassed there by Cobb. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now it's Daniel Matting out to Pullen, 4 on the shot clock. 2 to shoot, Pullen pulls up, spun out. Jones has the deflected rebound. But still for Long Beach State, so much work to be done. And of course, the tough part about being in the Big West right now, with it being a 1-bid league, is that you still have to win your conference tournament to get the automatic bid into the NCAA tournament, as we see Romel Mansell come through with his second basket there. And for Long Beach State, they're going to be the 1 seed next week in Henderson. And so the target is going to be right on their backs. And there's a lot of good competition this year in the Big West. UC Riverside, one of those teams. And a lot of different teams can make a run as we see a double dribble call. Ball goes back to Long Beach State with Riverside up by 8. But, you know, Long Beach State's kind of been in that position the last 5-6 years, going to the tournament, not as a very high seed, but certainly believing that all they would need to do is get hot. You see Joel Murray bring it up. Murray not in the starting lineup today because of senior day. But you got Fullerton, Irvine, Santa Barbara, Riverside, UC Davis, Hawaii, although Hawaii a little bit depleted due to injury right now. But all those teams certainly think that they can make a run and win the conference tournament. Well, Joel Murray's got his first basket, Beach down by 6. On the other side to Zion Pullen. Gets a screen from Jaylon Martinez, who's into the game for the first time. And look at the strip from Roberts. J-Rob with the steal, and then Pickett picks Cobb's pocket on the other end. First turnover of the game right there for Long Beach State. They did a great job protecting the basketball against UC Davis. Cameron spots up a 3, short. Jones has it. Up the floor, he comes, fires underneath for Mansell. Bounces to Murray in the paint. Murray has his shot blocked, but he's Linus, Rick Batzel, and Ken Diddy. Murray makes it a perfect trip. 16-12. Long Beach State down by 4. They're on a 6-0 run, as UC Riverside hasn't scored in 3 minutes. Pullen. Floater ends the scoring drought. Nice play by Zion Pullen. His first basket. He's got 4 rebounds and 4 assists already. Now 2 points. Joel Murray against Pullen, one-on-one, bounces to Traore. Great to see Abubakar back into the game, and see him there bouncing to Murray, who puts it up and in. So, wow, incredible. I know I said a moment ago, Traore's back out there, but didn't even think about that. Remember, we saw him limp to the locker room and go down in a heap of pain But great news for Long Beach State as he's back in there, and it's a 4-point game. Around it goes. Pickett now straight away. Traore pokes it away. Slater picks it up. 2-on-2. Slater with the finish. And Traore got that started with the steal. So he comes back into the game. He's got an assist to Joel Murray, and then he's got the steal, which leads to the Colin Slater layup. Truly, Abubakar contributes everywhere with the exception of offensively above the three-point line, but Long Beach State's got plenty of shooters. They don't need the help there. 3 to shoot. Tattersall, puts it in. The 3 gives him 8 points, a game high. It's his second 3 of the game. He's 3 for 3 overall. And UC Riverside now 6 for their last 8 as we see a weird lob underneath there by Murray. It looked like he was trying for Traore. And Traore fouled, so they're going to inbound it. Fouls on Jalen Martinez, his first. 9:58 to go, first half. UC Riverside a 5-point lead. .12 on the shot clock. Roberts to the basket. He's fouled. And Jordan Roberts going to the free throw line. J-Rob, 4 points so far, 1 assist on his senior day. And again, Jordan Roberts now has played more games than any player in program history, as we see the foul there going against Tattersall. – 134 games played now for Jordan Roberts, so he's just adding to his record, which will be hard to beat. As Roberts puts it in, and you know, I have a feeling we'll see a lot of that around college basketball with the COVID year and players given the option to come back. Last year not taking up a year of eligibility. You don't often see a player get to play 5 full seasons. Roberts makes both free throws to make it a 1-possession game. UC Riverside leading by 3. And the Beach with some full court pressure here. A little full court zone press. Pickett brings it across. 3-point game here. Both teams shooting it well of late. Riverside 6 for their last 8. Long Beach State's made its last 4 shots. And an offensive foul. It's going against the Highlanders, and it's going to go back to Long Beach State. Roberts driving, spins. Here's Rodegaard looking for Traore, threw it behind him. So it goes out of bounds. Well, Rodegaard looked like he had a pretty good path to the basket there. Maybe one pass too many. Seeing Tobias, who really early in the season was just an outside shooter, seeing him a lot more aggressive driving to the basket of late. Still a 3-point game. Dragon Elkaz into the game for the first time for the Highlanders. Here's Tattersall. Kicks out. Pickett gets a flyby. Goes to Pullen. Open look for 3. Nails it as the shot clock was almost at 0. 24-18 now. Big 3 there for UC Riverside. They're 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. Roberts pulls up for the free throw line. Buries it. Jordan Roberts, give him 8 points. He's tied with Tattersall for the game high. 24-20 now. Is an interception. Joel Murray. Turnover number 7 for UC Riverside, but then Long Beach State unable to take advantage. 0.8 seconds left. Meanwhile, UC Riverside's led wire to wire so far. Tattersall flips it to Cameron. Riverside shooting 77% for the game. They're 10 out of 13. Cameron spins, gets fouled as he puts up a shot. They wave it off. That's just the first foul on Long Beach State. So a pattern we're seeing going back to the game Thursday. Long Beach State not turning it over a lot and not committing a lot of fouls. And that was a big part of what kept them in it against UC Davis. Davis led for a lot of that game. Long Beach State came on strong at the end. Pullen trying to drive. Cobb stays with him. Out to Cameron. 10 on the shot clock. Pullen has it back. Pullen. Jump pass. 3 on the way. It's Elkaz. In and out. And Cobb has it fall into his lap. Long Beach State's made their last 5 attempts. Slater lobs for Mansell. The tip off the glass. 2-point game. Assist to Slater, his first. And Mansell's having a nice day offensively with 6 points. McCray backing down on Rowe, and he's called for a foul. That's the 3rd turnover already for Callum McCray, and the 8th for UC Riverside. They're piling up. Both teams now shooting over 50% for the contest. Jadon Jones, floater, short. Tattersall the rebound. Off to Pullen. Here come the Highlanders. Pullen on Mansell. Fall away, right through. Nice play by Zion. So 7 points for Pullen, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Already filling up the stat sheet. Mansell, reverse layup. No. That would have given him 8. Bounce underneath for McCray. And McCray, another travel and another turnover. That's now 4 for Callum. Substitution as Dominic Pickett comes in for UC Riverside, dragging Elkaz to the bench. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Great to have you with us first half here in Long Beach. Final regular season game. The final day of regular season play in the Big West Conference. Slater around a screen. Mansell back to Murray. Crosses over, jumper, got the bounce. Joel Murray. And that makes it a 2-point game again. Pickett, 15 to shoot. Now Tattersall against Jadon Jones. Oh, nice move there by Tattersall. He backed him down all the way to the block. Got the floater. 4-point game again. Slater out to Mansell. They leave him wide open. He'll shoot it every once in a while, but not this time. Murray. And Cameron has the board. Highlanders 4-point lead, and the basketball here is Pickett. Gets a screen from McCray. Gets it right back from Pullen. Cameron, 10 on the shot clock. McCray, Slater blocks him. And that'll get the crowd revved up. To say the size advantage there is with McCray would be an understatement. And Joel Murray caps off a nice stretch for Long Beach State. It's a 1-point game. Slater the block and then the assist. Callum McCray is having a tough one. Tattersall, another floater. That one didn't go. Slater the rebound. Up the floor, Beach trying to take their first lead of the game. Cobb bounces to Murray. Murray, tough pass out to Slater. Deflected over to Jones. Deep two from the corner. And Long Beach stayed on top. Jadon Jones, his first bucket. And the Beach 29, UC Riverside 28. Drew Cobb's family in attendance for senior day, loving it. Poland thought about a three. Back over to Zion. 10 on the shot clock. Pickett backs up. McCray out to set a screen. Good look. Tattersall a three. Oh, almost an air ball. Now Murray pushes up. Trying to drive on Pickett. Contact. No whistle. Out to Mansell. Slater pulls up. Three on the way. Short. Rebound to Pullen. UC Riverside hasn't scored in over 2 minutes. 3 minutes left in the half. Pickett, deep three. Big time shot for Pickett and McCray. All right, Beach basketball. They've got Cobb, Traore, Slater, Roberts, and Jones out there. Pullen, Cameron, Tattersall, Pickett. And into the game for UC Riverside, Jalen Martinez back in there. Callum McCray's on the bench again. We've been talking about his tough start. As McCray has already turned it over 4 times, 6 points, 2 rebounds. As Long Beach State turns it over. Though I will say this, and I'm going to say it a few times throughout the game for sure. You might hear it again, but a little bit of a caveat there with the McCray 2 rebounds. He definitely had a couple early on that, for whatever reason, didn't show up in the stat sheet. There's no way he's got just 2 so far. 10 on the shot clock. Now 5, Pullen taking on Jones, driving. Nice move with the left hand. Zion Pullen, give him 9. And it's a 4-point UC Riverside lead. Slater. Roberts catch and shoot jumper, rattles home. Jordan Roberts getting that shot going. He's got 10 points now. Second Beach player into double figures. 2-point game, 33-31. Pullen against Slater. Jump pass into the paint. Tip taken by Roberts. That is the 10th UC Riverside turnover of the first half. Cobb. He'll pull up. His first shot, no good. Cameron the rebound. It's a minute 10 to play. Game clock and our scorebook clock just a little bit off, but the game clock right now at 1:05. Jalen Martinez to Cameron. Bounces out, Tattersall. Now Pullen, 5 to shoot. Pickett, 3 on the clock, 3 on the way. No. Beach can tie or take the lead with a 3. And a timeout taken by Dan Munson with 37 8/10 of a second left. So 2-point game here. Dan Munson wants to tie. And everyone who's worked so hard to bring us these broadcasts behind the scenes all season. All right, off the timeout, 15 on the shot clock. Traore bounces to Murray. Murray almost lost it. Out to Roberts. Roberts, now Slater, 5 to shoot. Collin doesn't find one to Traore in the paint. His shot, no. Roberts catches, doesn't get it off. It's a shot clock violation. It's 17.2 seconds. And the Highlanders will have a chance to play for the final shot of the half. Callum McCray back in for UC Riverside. Romel Mansell coming in for Jadon Jones. Abubakar Traore also going out. So quick roll call. Cobb, Murray, Slater, Roberts, Mansell out there for the Beach. For UC Riverside, they've got Pickett, Pullen, Tattersall, Cameron, and McCray. All right, clock running. Dark shot clock. Pickett over to Pullen in the backcourt. Pullen brings it across. Down to 5 seconds. Poland with one, fall away, got it. And that did not score in the first half. He had 3 rebounds and an assist. All right, underway, here we go. As Long Beach State starts with a basketball and a kickball there off the foot of Zion Poland. So Long Beach State will keep it. Long Beach State trying to win its 12th game of conference play. Roberts at the elbow. Turns, puts it up, and Roberts has that 2-point jumper working for him today. He's got 12 points and all of a sudden leading all scorers. 1 possession game. Long Beach State only led 1 time in the first half. That was at 29-28. Tattersall driving, bounces to McCray in the paint. He bobbles, taking on Jones. Now Traore, and McCray gets fouled. I think they're going to get Traore for that foul, and they do. Taking a look at the last play there, you see McCray just muscling his way against Jones, and then Traore comes over to help, and despite his best efforts, called for the foul. So McCray at the line. Puts in the first free throw. Callum's first trip to the free throw line, and actually the first trip to the line for UC Riverside. Not a lot of whistles going against Long Beach State in that first half. Second free throw from McCray, and it's a 4-point game, 37-33. Roberts thought about a 3, driving instead, flips it to Traore, who wasn't ready. Sixth turnover of the game for the Beach. Tattersall dribbles it out of the corner. Now pull in with Jones out to apply some pressure up high. Poland drives around a screen, up off the glass. Zion Poland, give him 13. He's 6 out of 7. And a 6-point Highlanders lead. Roberts going to work. Got the roll. Jordan Roberts having himself a senior day. He could put up a career high in scoring today. His best game scoring-wise, 19 points in his career. So fitting in his final game of the Walter Pyramid if he were to set a new career high. We'll keep an eye on that. Roberts put up 19 at UC Davis in 2019. Never been a huge scorer for Long Beach State. McCray, nice move there and an easy basket. So back to a 6-point Highlanders lead. Murray gets around Pickett, gets fouled, and Joel Murray going to the free throw line. Oh, Murray 2 for 2 from the free throw line of the first half. Long Beach State was just 4 for 4 overall. Here's a look at that foul. Joel Murray about to shoot 2 here. (41-37) after the pair of free throws from Joel Murray. A little pressure in the backcourt. Poland gets it across with 2 seconds to spare. Cameron fakes a three, trying to drive on Abubakar. Up off the window. Flynn Cameron driving against Traore. And Riverside looking good offensively to start the half. Still shooting up near 70% for the game. That one thrown behind Roberts and out of bounds. So ball back to the Highlanders. And we're ready to go with 17:08. Back to basketball. Zion Pullen in the backcourt against Drew Cobb. Pullen around a screen for McCray, goes to Pickett. Now Cameron on Traore, back out to Pickett. 4 to shoot. Good look, 3 on the clock. The 3 no good, and a foul on Abubakar in the corner. Traore didn't like it. We'll see if we get another look at it here, but not a great defensive possession for Long Beach State. Flynn Cameron, a good 3-point shooter, got a terrific look from 3. Excuse me, a Tattersall, not Flynn Cameron. Tattersall got a great look from 3 and then gets fouled. We didn't get a look at the foul. We saw what Dan Munson thought of it there. Tattersall makes the first free throw. Yet to see either team miss a free throw in this game. A combined 9 for 9. Tattersall trying to make it a perfect trip. The lefty shooter misses on the final free throw. So Will Tattersall, the sophomore from Melbourne, Australia, makes 2 out of 3. 8-point Highlander lead. Slater to Roberts. Roberts to the basket. Fouled and 1. Jordan Roberts with 16. Inching closer. To that career high on his senior day. Well, here's Slater, the nice pass to Roberts. Roberts, good finish. Makes it a 3-point play, so 5-point game. Pullen ahead for Cameron. Five to shoot. Now 3 on the clock. Pickett with 1. A shot for UC Riverside. 11 turnovers now for the Highlanders, 7 for Long Beach State. Long Beach State, though, not taking advantage enough of all those turnovers. Slater in the paint, the jumper, gets the bounce. Points off turnovers for Long Beach State now, give them 8. As Colin Slater has 4 points. Jordan Roberts leading the beach with 17. Good chance at a career high today for J-Rob. Dragon Elkaz, corner 3, and no good. Callum McCray almost had the rebound. A lot of contact there. No foul against the beach. Bounce pass back to Slater. Slater driving to the basket. Right-hand layup. No good. And then that one out of bounds off Elkaz. Well, we've been talking about the fact that we haven't heard a lot of whistles in this game, but we've seen a lot of contact go uncalled. And the officials really letting them play this afternoon. Jalen Martinez in. Callum McCray goes out. And McCray just not having a great afternoon, although he does have 10 points. 4 turnovers for Callum, and only credited with 2 rebounds, though we think he's got a few more. Murray, shot no, and a foul, and it's against UC Riverside. There's a replay on that foul. You see Traore kind of hacked from behind, going for the offensive rebound. So Drew Cobb will inbound. Goes to Traore. Traore hasn't scored in this one. He does have 5 rebounds. Murray in the paint, back to Traore. Couldn't finish there. Abubakar now 0 for 4. Pullen brings it up for the Highlanders. And he's fouled by Abubakar. Slater comes back in. Traore goes to the bench. Abubakar now has 3 fouls. Long Beach State's been called for 4 total fouls in this game. That's it. Abubakar's got 3 of them. Jalen Martinez is the only player with 3 fouls for UC Riverside. He's on the floor right now. 10 on the shot clock. Pullen against the Long Beach zone. 5 on the shot clock. It's Pickett. Pickett, deep 3. No, and Roberts comes away with it. Second board for J-Rob. Slater thought about a deep 3, goes to Murray. Murray had a good look, didn't take it. He drives instead. Tough shot, but he spun it off the backboard. One-point game. 7-0 run for Long Beach State. UC Riverside hasn't scored in over 2.5 minutes. Pullen. Ten to shoot. Goes to Pickett. 3 on the clock. Pullen, 2 to Pickett. Deep 3. Didn't go. Slater the rebound. Another deep shot clock for UC Riverside. Just nothing going inside there, and not even an attempt. That ball bounced up, almost went in, and then Murray catches, and he's fouled going to the ground. So that foul on UC Riverside, their 4th of the half. There's a look there as you see Roberts trying to get it inside, and then the ball deflected up. Murray caught it and then was fouled going down. Tattersall back into the game for UC Riverside as Dragon Elkaz goes to the bench. And Colin Slater to inbound. Gets it in out to Roberts. And Darren Jordan to shoot a 3 there, but he doesn't. Now Murray bounces to a cutting Jones. To Cobb. A little bit of a mess there, but Slater ends up with it. 5 to shoot. Slater dribbling between the legs, taking on Tattersall. Spins. Puts up a tough shot. Didn't go, and Martinez has the rebound. Then a tie-up in the backcourt. Jump ball called. Possession arrow will keep it with the Highlanders, but it'll switch the possession arrow. The scoring drought now at 3 minutes 33 seconds for UC Riverside as we see Roberts go out. Romel Mansell comes in. And Long Beach State setting up with some full court pressure here. Pickett's got to get it in. Almost a 5-second violation. Bounce pass into the front court for Cameron. Speaking of Cameron, what a scene today at Cameron Indoor Stadium in Durham, right? Coach K, Mike Krzyzewski, the head coach of Duke, his final game at Cameron Indoor. And a travel called against Zion Pullen. Yeah, that Coach K game, that's about the biggest story we got going in college basketball today, and for good reason. Didn't see yet who ended up winning that game, if it's over. Slater into the paint, fouled. They wave off the shot. That game's not over yet. And just looked at the score. Under 2 minutes to play, Duke trailing North Carolina by 6. Here's a replay of that last game, that last play. Slater kind of just running into a clothesline there. Mansell in the paint, kicks out Murray. Murray to Mansell, two-hand slam. Long Beach State leads for the second time today. Again, just a 1-point lead. The defensive intensity is turned up, and there's a whistle. So it's a 9-0 Long Beach State run. They were down by 8. It was 45-37. It's now 46-45. 4.5-minute drought for Riverside. Still shooting 62%. Pulling for 3. Can't end the drought. Cobb's got the rebound. And a Beach score here would give them their largest lead of the game. Murray against Tattersall. Gets around him, under the basket. Going in circles, out to Cobb. Fumbles the pass. 12 on the shot clock. Now to Slater up high. Slater. 2 on the shot clock. Didn't get it off in time, even though it went in. Yeah. They're not going to count that, I don't think. Now they're going to take a look at the play, and they're going to stop play and see if we get one more look at that Colin Slater shot to see if he got it off before we. 5 minutes now without a point. That zone giving them some trouble. Tattersall has it in the front court to Cameron. He lost it. Saved by Cobb. So this zone has given UC Riverside fits. Slater spun out. McCray has the board. Under 11 minutes to play. 1-point Beach lead. Pullen. Now Pickett around a McCray screen. Floater in the lane. Fouled by Jadon Jones. And Dominic Pickett, a tremendous free throw shooter, is going to the line. Pickett misses the free throw. Shooting up over 85% from the line this season. Pickett, former manager. Gotta love that story. Makes 1 of 2. 46 all. That ends the scoring drought for Riverside at 5 minutes 54 seconds. Murray into the paint. Murray, tough shot. Joel Murray has 17. Long Beach State leading by 2. Largest lead of the game now for the Beach. Pullen, not about pulling up. Goes to Pickett. Pullen. A lot of contact on that shot, no foul. It's out of bounds, and it's going to Riverside. They'll have 20 on their shot clock. Now pull into inbound. So no field goals in 7 minutes and 30 seconds for Riverside. Pickett fakes a three, out to Tattersall. He tries the three, and there it is. All right, here we go. The Beach with the basketball down by 1. Under 10 minutes to play. Jason Schwartz with you from the Pyramid. Final day of the regular season. Great to have you all with us. As we see Slater. Bounce to Traore. Traore holding. Bounces to Jones to the basket. Big time finish, Jadon Jones. Well, we've seen some nice dunks today. Romel Mansell had the reverse dunk in the first half. So Jadon Jones there. Mansell had another big two-hand dunk. Pullen fakes a three. Jump pass out, Cameron. Locked up with Roberts there. No whistle. 5 on the shot clock. McCray out to Pickett for three. Didn't go. Traore the rebound. Flips it away to Murray. Long Beach State now up 3. It's their largest lead. Joel Murray give him 19 for the game. Seven to shoot. Pullen against Murray. Whistle. Offensive foul going against Zion Pullen. His first foul.
Offensive foul, UC Riverside number 5, Zion Pullen. First personal foul, 16 foul. He's Pullen out of bounds.
Take a look at the replay here and that charge. Pullen and Murray staying with him. Dragon Elkaz coming in. Pullen going to the bench for UC Riverside. Slater around a Roberts screen. Collin hands back to Murray, and Murray fouled by Cameron. That foul, the 8th on UC Riverside, make it the 7th. It puts the Beach into the bonus, and it sends Joel Murray to the free throw line for 1 and 1. Murray from the free throw line today, 4 for 4. 19 total points on 7 of 9 shooting. Nice offensive afternoon so far for Joel Murray. Long Beach State not shooting any threes in this game, and not many certainly. 1 for 4, that's it. As Murray keeps him perfect at the free throw line. Long Beach State 8 for 8 from the line. (54-49). Just above 8 minutes to go. Full court pressure. Pickett have it in this second half. Pickett gets it into Dragon Elkaz. Goes back to Pickett. And now Pullen gets it across with some pressure. McCray has it in the circle. Flips it to Pullen. Around to Elkaz. Now Tattersall. McCray gets it in. Callum McCray, give him a dozen. He's got 12 points. 54-51. Clock down to 7:20 to go. Traore flips it to Jones. 10 to shoot, out to Roberts. Sitting on 17 points. Roberts spins, looking for a shot, gets it off. Doesn't go. McCray has the rebound. He tipped it up to himself. He's 7-1. Highlanders into the front court. Down by 3. Shooting 59% for the contest. Pickett, deep three, straight away, no. Traore has the rebound, his 7th. Slater behind the back. Didn't get a shot off, though. Back to him. And he's fouled by Pickett. That'll send Colin Slater to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Last time, Long Beach State went to the line. Joel Murray knocked down a pair and a 1-and-1 opportunity, and Long Beach State's still a perfect 9 for 9 from the free throw line in this game as Murray goes to the bench and Drew Cobb comes in.
In the Riverside is number 11, Flynn Kentler, replacing Jordan Lopez.
Slater at the free throw line. First shot up, it's good. 55-51. And Long Beach State still perfect. Now 11 of 11 from the free throw line in this game. 5-point game again. They get it across with 1 second to spare. Almost a 10-second violation. Pullen to Pickett. Six to shoot. Pullen. Jumper from the free throw line goes in. Zion Pullen's got 15. He's tied with Tattersall for the team lead. Another deep shot clock, though. Slater bounces out to Traore. Now Cobb around to Jones. Traore in the paint. Out to Roberts. 10 on the shot clock. J-Rob. 5 to shoot, Slater. Traore sets a screen, ball knocked away. Pickett's got it, ahead for Pullen. Pullen to the basket, and the one-hand finish. 1-point game. Here's Cobb from the corner, 3 on the way, no good. Cobb had a couple of threes Thursday. It was a nice offensive performance for him. That was his first try from distance. Now Long Beach State without a field goal in about 3.5 minutes. Just above 5 to play. Pullen fires the 3 from Cameron, spins out. Traore, 7 rebounds now. Still no points for Abubakar. Just happy that he's healthy. Remember, he had a bad looking injury earlier in the game, but he came back. Pullen has it, coming up the other way against Cobb. And he's fouled by Drew Cobb. And that's a tremendous foul there by Cobb, because they say he was fouled not on the shot. They're gonna have to inbound it now. That's the 6th team foul on Long Beach State. So the next one will put UC Riverside into the bonus. So we see Jones go out, Joel Murray come back in. Quick roll call. It's Pullen, McCray, Tattersall, Cameron, and Pickett on the floor for Riverside. Traore, Murray, Slater, Cobb, Roberts on the floor for Long Beach State. Pullen going to work. Riverside down 1 with the ball. Out to Pickett. Bounces to McCray. McCray out to Pickett again. Pickett driving on Roberts. Pulls up from the elbow. No good. Slater has the rebound. Beach up 1. Trying to add to it. Murray against Pullen. Roberts faces up on his defender. Spins. Out to Slater. Slater drives by Pickett. Up with a right hand off the glass. Pretty play by Colin Slater. 58. Beach basketball. 25 on their shot clock. Back underway. Slater against Pickett. Traore sets a screen. Traore looking for his first points. Goes up. Doesn't get it. Goes hard to the ground. Wow. And UC Riverside comes away with the rebound. Chance to retake the lead. Pullen against Roberts. 3 minutes to go. Pullen into the paint, spins on Traore. Didn't get it. Traore the rebound. Great job by Pullen to get the shot. Didn't hit it, and then a great job by Traore to get the rebound. Around it goes Roberts. He'll try the three for the lead. He got it. And Jordan Roberts has tied his career high with 20 points. He scored 20 against Bethesda earlier this season. He's got 20 right now. 61-58. His first three of the game. He's 8 for 11. Pickett to McRae. It's kicked. Shot clock's going to go to 20. Riverside to inbound for the baseline. Into Cameron. Pullen in the corner against Traore. Pullen crosses over, looking to drive. Out to Pickett. Around it goes. Tattersall driving on Roberts. Jumper from the baseline is good. Riverside wanted a flop call, didn't get it. They're lucky there was no whistle either way because Tattersall put it in. 61-60, 1 point game, 1:50 to go. Murray against Pullen, goes to Slater. Pickett guards Collin. Bounce to Traore above the circle. 10 on the shot clock. Hands it back to Murray, 6 to shoot. Murray goes up, didn't get it. Traore coming in and commits a foul. No, are they calling that on UC Riverside? Wow, yes they are. We'll see if we see that one. But it sends Traore to the line for a 1-and-1. It's the third foul on Pickett. We did not get a look at it as Traore steps to the free throw line for the first time in the game. A chance for Abubakar to get on the board. He's been shut out so far. No points, but 8 rebounds, a couple of assists. Traore also has 1 steal. He misses the free throw, the rebound to Cameron. Riverside with the ball down by 1. And again, a lot on the line here for Riverside, playing for seeding in the tournament as Pullen goes to the basket, count it. Big time shot from Zion Pullen, give him 19. And he can put Riverside up by 2 with a free throw here. Colin Slater called for that foul. It's the 7-team foul, so it puts Riverside into the bonus. And Pullen to shoot 1. Try to give Riverside the 2-point lead. Coming down to the wire here again. Pullen, the free throw, good. 63-61. Jadon Jones in for Long Beach State. Drew Cobb goes to the bench. Well, on Thursday, we saw the game go down to the wire. Long Beach State won it on a Colin Slater three-pointer with 1.8 seconds left. Now Beach down 2. Murray kicks out. Slater from the corner. 3 on the way. Gives them the lead again. And they're going to say that Colin's foot was on the line. So it's a 2-pointer to tie the game. And are they going to look at this as they stopped it here? They might. They are. Do we have a look at it? Let's see. 63-63 with the call on the floor being a 2-point shot, but they are looking at it, and now we're going to look at it here. See if we see anything. Slater, tough to tell there. Looked like his toes were at the very edge of the line. From that angle, maybe we can look at that one more time. Looked like his toes were at the very edge. So if they're going to overturn it, if they're going to change it, it's going to need to be conclusive. We'll see if they have any other looks. We're going to see it again. See Colin move to his right. And that right toe right on the edge. It's so tough to tell. And they do confirm it's a 2-point basket. There you see it. 2-point basket ties the game at 63. Slater coming up with another big late shot. So 63 all. Long Beach State literally a toenail away from the lead. They'll have to settle for the tie. And now they set up for the full court press. But wait, officials have a few more things to talk about. 1:11 to go. On the floor for Long Beach State, they've got Jadon Jones, Drew Cobb, Joel Murray, Abubakar Traore, and Jordan Roberts. Slater goes to the bench. Pickett, Pullen, Cameron, Tattersall, McCray on the floor for Riverside. They got to get it across. 2 seconds to do it. Pullen does with 1 second to spare. Now he throws it out of bounds off of Joel Murray. So 63-63. And pick 63-63 UC Riverside basketball. Welcome back, Jason Schwartz with you. 50 seconds left. Pullen down low to McCray. McCray double teamed. 3 to shoot. McCray in the paint. Dishes off. Yeah, they call it travel. Callum McCray, another travel. Saw a few of those in the first half. It's his 5th turnover of the game. Some of them have come to their feet as well, as Long Beach State tries to break the tie here. Long Beach State has 1 timeout left, none for the Highlanders. Roberts driving into the paint, over to Traore, almost lost it. 30 seconds left, 15 on the shot clock. What's Traore gonna do here? Out to Slater, 10 to shoot. Collin bounces to Traore, he goes up, didn't finish. Rebound tipped out on the floor, who comes up with it? Tie up, Pullen has it. Jump ball called, possession arrow to the beach. It stays with Long Beach State, 14.7 seconds left and a dark shot clock. Looking at the last play, that ball on the ground, Pullen battling for it, wrapped up with Roberts. So 14 7/10 left and Long Beach State can play for the win. Looking for their last second win in as many games to win the regular season outright. Murray inbounds to Traore, hands it back to Joel. Murray weaving into the paint. Fall away jumper, short, rebound Tattersall. 5 seconds to Pickett. Pickett into the front court to the basket. His floater up, off the glass, no good. Roberts against Tattersall. Bobbles, gets it back, didn't get the roll. McCray the rebound. Pullen jogs it across. Pickett. 15 to shoot, Pullen. Back to Pickett, bounces in to Tattersall, floater, no. McCray, tip back, no, gets his own rebound and gets fouled. Callum McCray to the free throw line. Looking at that foul there, you see McCray on the 3rd chance. Callum from the line today, 2 for 2, 12 points, 9 rebounds. Free throw up and good. Riverside has the first point of overtime. Two-point Highlander lead. It's Callum McCray makes them both. Now Slater, full head of steam, off to Traore. And Traore fouled by McCray. Abubakar going to the line. First foul on Callum. And Traore, who is 0 for 1 from the free throw line, trying to score his first points of the game. He's 0 for 6 from the floor, and he's playing with 4 fouls. When Abubakar shooting 2. Should note, as far as fouls go, by the way, that Riverside is in the bonus, but not the double bonus yet. 8 fouls on Long Beach State. The fouls carrying over from the second half. And there's Traore's first basket of the game, his first point. See if he can make it 2 to tie the game with 4:16 to go in overtime. He missed it. Rebound, tip, and out of bounds. Last touch by Riverside. Long Beach State catches a break. Drew Cobb's going to come in for the Beach. And Traore, playing with the 4 fouls, goes to the bench. Slater about to inbound for Long Beach State. Down by 1. Inbound goes to Roberts. Roberts taking on McCray. Drives up with the right hand. Missed it. Rebound goes to Cameron. Highlander ball. 4 minutes to go in overtime. Pull into McCray on the baseline. Out to Cameron. Straightaway 3. No good. Slater the rebound. Colin drives. Rises. Gets it. Slater's got a dozen. They want to wipe off the floor before play continues. Slater now 5 out of 12 shooting. 4 rebounds, 3 assists in this one. More full court pressure from the Beach. Contact, no foul there. Jones and Cameron ran into one another. Poland brings it across to Pickett on the logo. Clock running. 15 to shoot. Cameron again for 3. Doesn't go again. Cameron's 1 for 5 for 3 now. Murray over McCray. Got it. Beach on top by 3. 68-65. Joel Murray with a game-high 23. Poland didn't take the 3. Pulls up from the free throw line instead and gets it off glass. 1-point game, 68-67. Poland give him 22 on 10 of 14. Murray over McCray. That one didn't go. McCray's got the rebound. Give him a double-double. 14 and 10. Poland out to Pickett. Back to Poland. Into the corner, Cameron. Back out, Poland. They'll reset. Shot clock to 10. Poland in the lane, fouled. He's going to the line. 2 free throws coming. 9th team foul on Long Beach State. So Poland to shoot 2. A chance to give Riverside the lead. Traore back into the game with 4 fouls. Tie game, 68 all. Poland another free throw coming. Overtime at the Pyramid. Poland got a bunch of bounces. It went through for him. Riverside 69, Long Beach State 68. 2:05 left in overtime. Roberts thought about a 3. Pulls up for a new career high. Didn't hit. Roberts sitting on 20. Under 2 minutes to play. Riverside ball up by 1. McCray in the paint, taking on Traore. Lost it. got it back, didn't make the shot. And the Beach down one with the ball. Slater into the paint. Jump pass out to Murray. From the corner after the flyby. Good look, yes! Joel Murray has 26. 4 shy of his career high. 71-69, Beach up 2. Pickett for 3, in and out. Traore the rebound. Abubakar's 9th. Beach up 2 with the ball, walking it into the front court, looking to run clock. 15 now on the shot clock. Not in any hurry. Shot clock to 10. Traore for a high screen. Shot clock to 5. Slater, jumper, no. Rebound, Cameron. Back to Pullen. Riverside down 2. 7-second differential. Pullen into the corner. Pickett another 3. It's good. Highlanders up 1. Timeout, Mike Magpayo. 72-71, UC lead. Pullen inbounding. Launches it into the front court. Tipped by